I came home to an empty house. 8-year-old Jamie sitting on the couch, staring at the ceiling, untouched cereal on the table. My parents' car was gone. No note, no warning, just the suffocating silence that screamed betrayal louder than any words ever could. They were supposed to be watching him while I handled a work emergency. Instead, they'd taken my sister's twin, my nephew, to Disneyland. And for 3 days, they lied. They called, laughed over the phone, told me Jamie was having fun at Grandma's. Every lie rolled off their tongues like it was nothing. I heard it in their voices, the practiced, casual cruelty of people who think they can manipulate time and truth. I remember the first time I met them. They were warmth and stability, or at least that's what I thought. Family dinners, holiday trips, whispered advice over cups of coffee. I trusted them with everything, including my son. And that trust, God, it burned me. At first I didn't notice. I blamed myself. Maybe I had misread the calendar. Maybe Jamie was exaggerating. But then the subtle signs piled up. The missing receipts, the empty fridge, the way Jamie's eyes flinched whenever the topic of fun with Grandma came up. A text I wasn't meant to see. A photo of my nephew, eyes sparkling on a ride, with the caption, "Best day ever. Jamie's home alone, LOL." I felt the heat rise in my chest, but I didn't yell, didn't cry. Not yet. My mind went somewhere colder, sharper. I realized anger was useless. I needed strategy. I needed every lie cataloged, every betrayal documented. I needed justice. I started quietly. Legal consultations, careful conversations with neighbors, gathering texts, receipts, timestamps. Every lie they'd told, every excuse, every facade of innocence, it was all going into a file. I created a timeline, precise, methodical, calculated. Every document a hammer, every message a nail. Then came the leverage. I waited for the right moment, letting my patience sit like ice in my veins. I didn't confront them in anger. That would have been a mistake. I let the court handle the theater. I submitted the evidence in meticulous detail, their abandonment, their lies, the emotional harm to Jamie. I watched them squirm through motions they never thought would touch them. The court date arrived like a thunderclap. They walked in, smug, unprepared, still trying to charm the judge. Their smiles faltered when I began speaking. I didn't shout. I didn't dramatize. I presented facts. Cold, undeniable, crushing facts. Photos, texts, receipts, Jamie's own statement. Every word I spoke was a scalpel, cutting through years of their self-assured deception. I watched them twist, shift, sputter. The lies they told for amusement, for convenience, they unraveled. The judge didn't just see their negligence, he saw their intent, their callous manipulation. I felt a quiet satisfaction when the ruling came down. Restitution for Jamie, penalties for their deceit, formal recognition that what they did was unacceptable. Every lie accounted for, every ounce of manipulation paid for. Leaving the courtroom, I didn't feel victory in the loud, triumphant way people imagine. It was quieter, a slow, steady pulse of relief. I held Jamie's hand as we walked outside. He didn't need to say anything. His trust, his eyes, told me enough. I had restored something that had been stolen, his sense of safety, my sense of agency. I think about them sometimes, the parents who thought abandonment was a joke, the people who underestimated me. They lost more than they realized. Not just money, not just credibility, but the illusion of control. And I gained more than justice. I gained clarity. Revenge isn't about rage. It's about precision, about watching the world bend to the truth, even when the world once ignored it. And in that moment, with my son safe and the lies dismantled, I realized, some betrayals are permanent, but justice can be perfect. And that, finally, was enough.